went to Wawa, got myself a nice. They have something kind of a thing called Hoagie Fest. I picked up I just made a video on it in an Italian hoagie. Got a couple of nice cups of coffee, a couple of drinks, some Gatorade. Oh, it's always a good time for a nice ice cold Gatorade. So people are still confused. People are still confused. I'm reading the comment sections. Apefather, they're like, for the $200, what is the fixed dinner I'm going to get? I just read a comment. Um, I think I'm gonna have to make a million videos on this. It's all over just to get people on track. There is no more $200. Okay, let me repeat that. There is no more $200. People are going to meet me the last Saturday of July. It's July 29th at Carmine's Italian restaurant. We're just going to meet there. It's not guaranteed that we're going to eat there, but we're going to meet there. Now, this is located at Tropicana Hotel and Casino, Atlantic City. Everyone will bring their own money. You know what's going to wind up happening? Can I tell you just right off the bat? We're probably going to wind up going to the bar. There's a couple of bars over there. And I think that's going to be step one. You know, they got Hooters downstairs too, you know. I just wanted to throw that out there as an idea. They got Hooters downstairs. So you know what we could do? We could even maybe get some wings too. I love Hooters, you know, see the girls. We could get a couple of drinks. We could go to Hooters. Look, it's all about having fun. There's no limit. Like, listen to me. There's no limit to what we could do. Hey, you know what? Maybe if you want, all of us could throw in a small amount of money, right? We could throw it on red. I did this on my cousin's 21st birthday. We went to Atlantic City, right? We all put together a couple of bucks and we came up with $800. And I think we put it on black, actually. We put 800 on black and we won. And we turned 800 into 1600. And then we went to we were at the Bagada. We went to the old homestead with $1,600 in cash. Oh man, we ate a killer dinner. That was an insane dinner. My cousin's friends told me they never ate as good. For the history of their whole lives, they never ate as good like that again. I got these kids like 5 porterhouse steaks, bottles of wine, friggin' everything. Asparagus, creamed spinach, friggin' mashed potatoes. Forget about it. What's up, Brennan? Gaming Pro, what's up? What's up? You're a really talented guy and literally hilarious. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you and God bless your family. Um, the truth is, I'm a very serious musician. You want to know what it is? As a pianist, as a piano player, okay, I was trained in jazz, I was trained in classical music. I'm really, really a very, very high level piano player. Singing, I do it for fun. I'm not a singer. I've never considered myself a singer. See, the problem is with me is that I have too many sides to myself. You know, when I was younger, I'll make all of you laugh. I wanted to be a really serious like musician. You know what I mean? So I played at Carnegie Hall. I played at Lincoln Center. I made the All City Jazz Band. Out of 500 piano players, I was the one they picked. They picked me. I played with Wynton Marsalis. I played with all the jazz greats. And I really wanted to be taken seriously as a piano player. But there's another part of me that just loves like John Belushi, Chris Farley, Adam Sandler. So I act psycho, act like a lunatic, you know, So I can't find like the thing is I can never find a mix where I could be, only one thing. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like I have to be everything. I can't just be serious. I gotta be funny. I gotta be serious with music. I gotta be a clown. Sometimes it confuses a lot of people. You see, because a lot of people, I think that when they hear you sing, they automatically judge you. They're like, oh, you suck, you're good. Like the whole American Idol, the whole Simon Cowell thing, you know what I mean? But you see, the thing is, there's two types of singing. There's what's called comedy singing, and then there's what's called real singing, okay? People like Eddie Murphy, you understand? It was more comedy. comedy singer. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. Those days are over. You don't have to sell your body to the night. Roxanne. See, this is the thing. This is not meant to be like, your Pavarotti, your Andrea Bocelli. No, but I'm telling you, people don't understand this. And they're like, you suck. You effing suck. But it's supposed to be funny. You understand? You gotta be okay. And then there's times where I want to sing serious. Like, this guy, he's a really cool guy here. This guy, Brennan. I love this guy. And see, he's a big Billy Joel fan like me. Hey, Brennan, you see my shirt? There he is. And I got my seatbelt on here. But there he is, baby. Billy Joel. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, you know what the funny thing with Billy Joel? Billy Joel, in a way, was kind of similar in my thinking. See, Billy Joel always considered himself to be a songwriter first and foremost, and a piano player. He's a great singer. I mean, Billy Joel is a real singer. But he never considered himself a singer. Like his whole thing was he wanted to write music for other people to sing. And I'm kind of like the same thing. But the problem is, I don't know, it's like you can never get a singer to sing your songs the way that you want them. It's very hard for me. I tried it with a few singers, and I could never get them to sing the songs the way I wanted it sung. So I would sing it. And I don't care if I suck, if I'm good, whatever. Hey, look, I enjoy singing. That's my mind. Real Aqua. Did you see the clip of Sleepy Joe groping Eva Longoria? No, but I'm not surprised. But I'll check that out. No, he's got serious problems. That guy Biden, man, he did some things that were just so outright bad, man. I mean, young girls, they were like young girls. He stiffened their freaking hairs, their necks. That thing he said was crazy. Did you see that thing when he said that he goes, I know about cockroaches, he said. I know about children sitting on my lap. I couldn't believe like he said this. He goes, when children sit on my lap, their hairs on my legs stick up straight and they turn blonde. I'm like, what the F-U-C-K is he talking about? It's just like, look, I know he probably didn't mean anything by it, but it sounded very, very strange. It sounded very weird. What are you gonna do? That's Joe. That's Sleepy Joe. I know you were gonna break my balls about the heart condition. It was a planned joke. Listen to me. It was a planned joke. My mother was not really sleeping, okay? My mother participated in the joke because did you notice how she didn't really get scared? WTF 198. This was what's called a planned joke. I told my wife, I said, I don't even want to do this video. I told her. Because I said, the second I do this video, the first person who's going to break my balls is WTF 198. My mother was not sleeping. It was a planned comedy routine. Okay, so could you do yourself a favor and just like end it? You see, here he goes with it. It was a planned joke, brother. Okay, you want to hear the difference between what I did, okay, versus the Uber and the DoorDash? Okay, my mother was expecting that. That was a planned joke. But when someone comes to my house, you friggin' Mama Luke, at midnight, knocking on my door, that my mother is not expecting. And that scared the shit out of her. So what I did was planned. DoorDash, not planned. Gabish? Okay, thank you. How do you feel about voicing chords with the third an octave above the first or the fifth? You play piano, Real Aqua? You play piano? I didn't know that. Well, all that really basically is that you're playing what's called an inversion. Okay, you're playing an inversion of. So I'll give you an example. If you have a major chord, and let's say the root position is 1 3 5, right? That's called root position. First inversion now, the same chord, you're gonna play 3 5 1. You understand? And then the second inversion, you're gonna play 5 1 3. Okay? So, when you say you're playing a third above the first and the fifth, you're basically playing an inversion of the major chord. Yeah, I love the vintage synths. I love the Moogs. Forget about it, man. I love all that shit, man. You can't get any better than that. Are you live again? Well, obviously, if you're on my live WTF, then yes, I think you know I'm live. Yeah, man. I mean, I'd like to hear some of your music. You should put out some videos, real Agua. I would love to hear your synth stuff. You play piano too, Brennan? You're classically trained for over 8 years. I typically play classical music, but pop like Billy Joel is what I play and say because I love it, and it boosts. Well, let me just tell you something before we get into that. Billy Joel is very, very classically trained. Okay, his brother is a classical pianist. And if you really know Billy Joel's history, the father left. The father went to Vienna, and a lot of people feel that the song Vienna was, an inspiration to him wanting to be closer to his father. Billy Joel was just saying that it was more about the town itself. How like he just felt that, like he saw this woman, this older woman in the street, and she was kind of like I guess a maid or something, and she took so much pride in her work, and it was so important, for her, and like in Europe, waiters, it's a career for them. I don't know if you know this. Like in America, you're a waitress, you're a waiter. Typically, it's a side job for you to do when you're in college, but out in Italy, you're a waiter. That's a career. And he was just talking about the town and the people. But Billy Joel's whole family come from classical music, and he Billy Joel truly loves classical music. He even in his pop songs, you could hear a lot of classically influenced stuff going on. Like there's a song on Innocent Man, which is the song "This Night," and the chorus of the song is Beethoven. He took Beethoven's music and put. It's like Innocent Man was like a doo-wop album. Do you know the song I'm talking about? Do you know the song "This Night"? Didn't I say I wasn't ready for romance? Didn't we promise we would only be friends? And so we danced, though it was only a slow dance. I started breaking my promises right there and then. Now, Beethoven, this night you're mine, and it's only you and I. Tomorrow, such a long time away. This night can last forever. So the verse of the song was Billy Joel, and then the chorus was Beethoven. You know it. Beautiful. Yeah, I love Billy Joel, man. I love that guy. I one time called up, I'll tell you a story. I was doing a big Billy Joel, I had a Billy Joel tribute band in Brooklyn and Bay Ridge. And I called up his company, Maritime Music. and I spoke to one of the ladies there, and when I spoke to the lady, Billy Joel was at his office. He was actually there. So I just said to her, it would mean the world to me if Billy Joel would sign an autograph for me and my wife Jennifer. We do Billy Joel tribute bands and all this stuff. We do shows, and I have to show it to you. I'm going to make a video about it later. I have a signed autograph. It says to Richie and Jennifer. It says, "Cheers, Billy Joel." And I had it checked out by experts. It was Billy Joel's real signature. So I do have an autographed Billy Joel picture from him, from the Piano Man himself, and he made it out to Richie and Jennifer. Have you been drinking? You're crazy, man. Murderer. Dale, I think you're like losing your mind, brother. What is going on with you lately, man? Are you smoking the pipe? How am I a murderer, Dale? You know what it is, Brennan? I wish everybody was like you, man. You're a fun guy. You have great taste in music. You're a Billy Joel fan. You're a classical trained pianist. Unfortunately, because this is the World Wide Web, I have a lot of psychotic, lunatic people. Something like, you want to know what's funny, Brennan? I'll make you laugh. I've done nothing but good for the AMC, which is the movie company. We all invested in the AMC stock, and we were all hoping for the best. Unfortunately, our CEO turned out to be a real piece of work. This guy, terrible, terrible Adam Aaron. Guy's making $23 million a year, while all of us are suffering. The stock suffered; it went down. Some people speculate that this guy might even be involved in hedge funds. I'll say it's alleged, but the thing is, I've always been so good to the ape family. We call ourselves apes, the AMC apes. And I donated over $10,000 of my own money. I had apes tell me, "Ape Father, I have no food on the table. My children are starving. I sent them money. Ape Father, I can't afford a hotel." I would send them money for a hotel. I had this guy, C. Diddy. His house burnt down. His mother died. His wife had a baby on the way. I sent him money. I had this woman who was I guess it was like a domestical, like it was like violence going on with her husband. And I sent her money to get safe, to get a hotel. And just, I don't know, I just suddenly, all these people hate me. And I don't know exactly why. Maybe they're jealous of me. I live a pretty good life, I'm always out, I'm eating, I have a beautiful home, I have a beautiful family. It's possible that it's jealousy. I don't know why they hate me. I really don't know why. I have no idea why. Adam Aaron is a wonderful CEO. You see, this is the thing. You keep calling me the scam father, right? But I've never committed, I just want you to understand this. I never committed a scam in my whole life. Nothing. So I don't know why you keep calling me this. Like, what is the basis of you calling me the scam father? Tell me. Can you tell me a scam that I did where I was convicted by a judge and I got in trouble? What scam did I commit exactly? People are crazy, man. I wish everybody was like Brennan. Brennan's a great guy. Yeah, there's no response. Uh, Let me see what's on the radio. I don't know. Come on, Brennan. I just want to talk with you. What other Billy Joel songs do you like, brother? Come on, talk to me. Let me see. So I'm not engaged much in the financial portion of your channel. But why, in the first place, did you invest in AMC? There's a thing called a short squeeze. All right. Now, what it is that I'll try to explain it to you. Some people bet that the stock goes up. Some people bet that the stock goes down. You understand? So there was a tremendous amount of what we call short sellers. Now they were betting that the stock was going down. Now what happens is that they have to borrow these shares. You understand? They have to pay interest on it. And what happens is that if the stock doesn't go down like they hope it will, eventually they're stuck and they get margin called. And then what happens is that they got to sell back these shares. And what happens is we have the opportunity then, because we're in the middle of what's called a short squeeze, that we could basically, say, I want to sell my shares for like anything, any amount of money. You call the price now. So you could sell your shares for $100,000 a share if you want to, because they're caught. You follow what I'm saying? They're stuck. So that was the main reason why we got involved in AMC, because we felt there was a tremendous amount of it actually not just short in terms of short sellers, but we actually felt there was something called synthetic shares. These are called phantom shares, fake shares. There's a lot of corruption going on, Brennan, in Wall Street, unfortunately. It's a lot of corruption. It's a lot of crazy stuff going on, and we're battling a lot of crazy stuff. Let me just leave it at that. It's just a lot of corruption. But why Judy? Why is a beautiful. Judy is Billy Joel's sister. I don't know if you know that, but that's it. Judy is his sister. Um, Billy Joel's got a lot of great songs. It's incredible how I used to always tell my wife how it's so hard to write one great song. You know what I mean? It seems like every song he writes is great. Even the ones that are not like the hit songs, like the ones that are not commercially successful, are probably some of his best work. You know what I mean? Like you think about songs like Laura. Laura calls me in the middle of the night, passes on her painful information, then these careless fingers that gets caught in her vice. Till they're bleeding on my coffee table. Living alone isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Oh. My throat's a little shot today because I've been eating a lot, but you get the point. I love that song too. Hey, Father, we need to get the eye to tiger back. I never lost the eye to tiger. I got a ton of AMC shares. I never sold it. I got GameStop. All I'm doing is that I'm trying to diversify. Like I said, right now I'm focusing on MBOT. I'm focusing on NGT. I'm focusing on a few things. I'm really not the best singer in the world, but I love you. Thank you, Angie. Thank you. You listen to the Beatles? Oh my God, forget about it. I love the Beatles. I love the Beatles. I gotta say, "Let It Be" has always been my favorite song. I do it all the time. If you ever go on my channel and you look up like songs like, "Let It Be," "Imagine," everything I do. I could go on and on and on. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. And though we may be parted, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow. Let it be. 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 I love it, man. I'll be making more powerful videos tomorrow. Dale, is it just the fact that Lou pays you? Dale, like how did this all happen? Like, what exactly is your problem with me, brother? Tell me. What is it about me that you don't like so much? What have I ever done to you? Like I'm just curious, like what it is about Dale. Like like how did this all happen? Like what exactly did I do to you that caused all this hatred? Because I don't get it, brother. The thing WTF is this. My main concern in life is views. You understand? I would love to be okay. Who knows the movie The Bronx Tale? A Bronx Tale. Did you ever see that movie, Brendan? A Bronx Tale? Okay. So Sonny was asked, Chaz Palminteri, if you had a choice, would you rather be loved or feared? Now, his first reaction was, I'd rather be loved. Everybody would rather be loved. He goes, but if I had my choice, I think I'd rather be feared. I'd rather be feared. Fear lasts longer. See, the thing is with me, I would love to be loved by everybody. I really would. I really would. But at the end of the day, the business that I'm in, which is YouTube, the business that I'm in is about views. That's it. It's about views. So it's like, I'll give you a perfect example. Let's say I have 1 million views and everybody effing loves me. Everybody, they think I'm the friggin' greatest thing in the world. Apefather, you're the best looking guy. You're the best singer. You're the best piano player. You are an American friggin' treasure. Okay? And they all love me. Okay? But then I have 7 billion views, right? I'm just giving you an example. And all the 7 billion people who watch me hate my guts. They despise me. I make them physically sick. They think I am the worst father, the worst son, the worst mother effer on earth. I would rather have the 7 billion views. You understand? Because I'm going to have more money. I'm going to be more famous. I'm going to be more successful. So at the end of the day, what WTF doesn't understand, I really don't care if people like me, and I really don't care if people hate me. I just want people to watch me. That's it. So, does that make any sense to you? Do I collect vinyl records? I did, but I don't anymore. I don't anymore. I might have some in the closet. I was big with Kiss. I used to buy all my Kiss vinyl albums. I used to love Kiss. My God. But they got a few Led Zeppelin. The Doors. I love Jim Morrison. But not anymore. Not anymore. It doesn't even pay to buy CDs anymore. It's like all this shit is streaming. It's all online now. It's all free. That's the only, what I hate? Look, it's like in one end of the spectrum, you understand? YouTube and technology has made the world amazing. It's like, see, like I'm talking to you right now. You could be in the UK. You could be anywhere in the world. So it's absolutely incredible. But what it did to the music industry, it killed it. It killed it. It's like people, they don't buy. See, back in the day, they used to buy records. They used to buy the vinyl. They used to buy CDs. Now it's like the only way musicians make money is by going on tour. But the thing is, you already have to be famous. See, this is what the bad news is. How are you gonna go on tour? See, for Billy Joel, he's already a legend. Billy Joel's a legend, so he's going to keep selling out everywhere he goes. Bruce Springsteen's a legend. He's going to sell out everywhere. But let's say now you're a new artist and you just have a song out there. It's going to be tough for you to sell out. You know what I mean? And it's like, I just think that technology hurt the music industry a lot. Do I speak to Tara lately? Tara is Jennifer's friend. Tara is Jennifer's friend. They grew up together. They went to school together. Her boyfriend Derek became a very close friend of mine. We became very close friends. I wrote a song about them. I wrote a song about them. What happened was like 20 years ago when Tara first met Derek. It was kind of like around the same time that I first met Jen. So it was kind of like we were going on double dates together. We went to Atlantic City. I put 1,000 on red. He never saw anything like it before. And what happened was, we kept in contact for a few years, but then, life goes on. They went their way. I think they broke up for a while. They got back together. Me and Jennifer got married. We had kids. So 20 years later, we met up again. And we had the same night that we had 20 years ago. We went to Atlantic City, we partied, big barbecues, and everything. And I said, I got to write a song about this. I got to write a song about this. So I wrote a song called Feels Like We All Went Back in Time. You can look it up. If you look up Apefather, it's kind of like a Bon Jovi type of vibe. I don't know if I can sing it. If I can. 20 years ago, we were young, hanging out and having so much fun. Drinking at the Dog. This is the Salty Dog in Brooklyn. In Brooklyn. Looking at my girl, so good looking. This is a primer for life, Drove to Atlantic City. I put 1,000 on red. You were amazed I hit. This was Derek. And then you said it was a night to remember. Memories will last. I promise to have another blast. Years passed us by. Life changed like a blink of the eye. Richie marries Jen. 20 years later we will meet again. When Derek and Tara got back together, we all know it was time to reunite for another night. It feels like we both went back in time. Something like that. Thank you, Richie Springsteen. Yeah. Crazy. But you should check out that song. If you look up Apefather and look up We All Went Back in Time, I actually think it would be a pretty commercial song. I think it's a good song. I have a lot of good songs. The biggest song I really want to get known is the Brooklyn song. I don't know if Brennan, did you ever get a chance to hear that song, the Brooklyn song? I have a YouTube channel that's other than this channel, Apefather. This is the second channel. It's called Richie Lavoie. Let me spell out my last name for you. Lev as in Victor OI. The Brooklyn song viral video. That's the name of the channel. So if you go on YouTube and you just do a search and you type in Richie Lavoie, Lev as in Victor OI, the Brooklyn song viral video. The only song that's on that whole channel is the Brooklyn song. Check that one out. It's got a big Billy Joel influence to it. King Abyss, you're starving. Come over. I got so much food left over. JJ, I love the Brooklyn song. Thank you. One day, I'm telling you, I'm going to get that song famous. I'm telling all of you right now. I don't know how long. I think I'm going to do it in about a year. You know what's funny is this. You all laugh at me, but I mean, don't you see a little accomplishments in my life? I don't know. It's like you laugh at me, but I don't know. I'm a millionaire. I have like more videos uploaded than the largest YouTube channel in the world, T-Series. It's like, but you all keep laughing at me. Like you laugh at me as if I'm a bum or something like that. Like I think I'm doing okay. I'm dying for a pepper and egg sandwich. Yeah, Brooklyn's got the best pepper and egg sandwiches. I used to go to Dyka Bagels, baby, on 86th Street. Forget about it. It was open 24 hours a day. Dyka Bagels, and you would get the best pepper and egg sandwich that you would ever taste. Yeah, Big John. See, this is what you don't understand, Dane. Oh, man, everybody loves to fight with me. When I first started doing YouTube, listen to me, I wasn't taking it seriously. It was just like kind of like one of those things. Like, like musicians, you'll just open a MySpace page. Remember MySpace? It was like I wasn't taking it seriously. I posted the video. I forgot all about it. I posted maybe a few videos here and there. And then I eventually just completely stopped doing YouTube. Like for like, I don't know, like 12, 13 years. I didn't do it no more. And everybody's got this thing where they keep saying to me, I'm on YouTube for like 15, 16 years. They don't understand. Look, I didn't know what I was doing. You understand? I had no idea what I was doing. I posted a video on YouTube. It got some views. I posted a few more videos, got some views, and I completely forgot about it. That was it. I'm like, forget this. I didn't know what I was doing. So what happened was in 2021, I put out my first AMC video. That's the one where I had my balls hanging out. I was by my pool, and the video just took off. It got something like 80, 90,000 views. I mean, currently right now, it's over 100,000 views, this one video. And my subscription shot up and everything shot up. And then I started saying to myself, I think I got a chance here. I think I got a chance to maybe become known on YouTube. And ever since then, I've been taking it seriously. But then the worst thing happened to me that could possibly happen to a YouTuber. I allegedly got shadow banned. Something happened to me. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Look, it's a possibility that all you people, all you haters, you kept complaining and complaining and complaining to YouTube. But something happened to me that I just can't explain. I went from getting 50,000 views a video, 25,000 views a video. Like I said, my top video got over 100,000 views. And now my videos, they get 100 views, 50 views, 10 views, 5 views. I don't know what happened. Now, most people would probably give up. Most people will say this is not worth it. I'm wasting my time. But I'm in a position where I have money. I'm in a position where I have security in my life. I have a beautiful home. I have a beautiful family. And you want to know what the truth is? If I didn't do YouTube, I would probably just go back to my old life. You know what my old life was? Going to Atlantic City like 7 days a week. That was before I did YouTube. That's what I was doing. I was living at Atlantic City. That's all I was doing. And now that I have a YouTube channel, I still go to Atlantic City, but not as much. Like I'll go to Atlantic City maybe 1-2 times every like month or something. I don't go a lot. So it keeps me away from gambling. It keeps me away from the casino, and it keeps my mind busy. Am I making a lot of money? No, I'm not. But you see, I still feel that I have the personality, and I still feel that I have the talent and the ability to become a major success on YouTube. So I understand all you're going to say it's never going to happen, but I'm going to keep working hard, and I'm going to keep the conviction, and I'm going to keep the motivation and the drive going. Who's your biggest fan? Like, who comments and supports you the most? I would probably say John Nito. There's a guy. Sometimes he goes by John RD30. He's probably my biggest fan. We got Mo Money Investing. He's a big fan of mine. Moon Monster. He's a big fan of mine. They're probably the three biggest ones. I got others too, believe it or not. I do got others. Angie loves me. There's this guy, Tom, he loves me. American Dream. 1 minute he loves me, next minute he hates me. I don't know. I can't figure him out. Um, I don't know. I get a lot of people. There's a lot. I don't know their names off the top of my head, but I see constantly people complimenting me all the time. But the number one fan, if I had to really say it, it would be John Nito. See, everyone's making this. I knew you were all going to make this big thing about this. My mother was in on the joke, Dale. She was in on the joke. I told my mom, I said, Mom, let's make a funny video. Pretend you're sleeping, and I'm going to make a monkey sound, and then you wake up. Did you notice how she wasn't startled, Dale? You know why she wasn't startled? Because this was a planned friggin' joke. Okay? Dale, the stuff that you do is not planned. When you send, Dale, I'll say it's alleged, but when you send DoorDash to my house at midnight, that is not planned. And that scared my mother. What I did today didn't scare my mother. It was planned. I had her permission. I had her consent. Let it go, Dale. Uh, I love you too, King Abyss. So here's another one who's a supporter of mine. King Abyss 111. She could have died. Yeah, she could have died, Dale, when you had someone come to my house at 12 o'clock and knock on the door. That's when she could have died. And you would have been faced with murder charges. Okay, Dale, you would have been faced, because you know what the police officer told me? If she would have died that night, they would have tracked down who did it. You would have been facing murder charges, brother. So, yeah. I'm glad that you're aware that she has a heart condition, being that you fucking scare her every night, Dale. I'm glad that you know that. I love you too, Brendan. And Brendan, listen, I hope you don't mind that. You have to understand that the Apefather has like multiple personalities. You understand? 1 minute I'm like a musician, and I'm like I love Billy Joel. The next minute I'm a big friggin' like Gavone. I'm like I eat a lot of food. I'm an Italian. I grew up in an Italian family. You understand? Where we eat, we manja, constantly eating. Next minute I think I'm like Andrew Dice Clay. He's from Brooklyn too. So the thing is with the Apefather is I have a variety of personalities, and I think it confuses a lot of people because they never saw anybody like me before. People can't understand how 1 minute you could be playing this beautiful song on the piano, and then the next minute you're like, Jack and Jill went up the hill, with a with $1.25, and Jill came down with 250. I mean, it's just they can't figure out how I could be like that. Face is extra bloated. I had 16 patties of burgers, bro. What do you want from me? Richie, I never called anything. Dale, I don't believe you. Dale, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. King Abyss, when you say I'm the new trades, I don't know. Is that a compliment? I mean, in the sense that I'm going to get a lot of subscriptions and I'm going to make a lot of money, or because I think that guy's a piece of garbage, right? But I mean, maybe you mean it as a compliment. My cholesterol levels are fine. Father, you're not scared you'll be beat up by a gang at the meetup? No, I'm not scared. First of all, I have a couple of my buddies from Brooklyn come in, and let's just say some of them are wise guys. I'm actually going to give all of you a little bit of a heads up. A couple of my buddies from Brooklyn are wise guys. Okay, you understand what that means? So, yeah, just so that you understand that if anything went down, it may not turn out very well for you. Richie, why don't you try stand-up comedy? I'll show you how funny you really are. You'll be famous. Yeah. Tony Soprano late night snack. Well, right now I got a lot of pizza left. I do have a lot of pizza left, so I might be eating some of that. I could have been a wise guy. A lot of people wanted me to be a wise guy. You want to hear? I'm gonna. I know you're not gonna believe it. WTF? I know you're not gonna believe it. But I'm gonna tell you a story. So a buddy of mine who is a wise guy. Okay. He called me up one day and he said, Richie, somebody owes me 15 large. Okay, 15,000. He goes, I can't get him. He tried everything. He tried everything with this guy. I cannot get this guy to pay me. He goes, can you do me a favor, bro? Please, just as a favor. I'm like, I told him, oh, listen, I'm not in this life. You know what I mean? Come on now. He goes, I'm asking you for a fucking favor. I said, all right. Now, this is a good friend of mine. So I went to this guy, right? So my friend goes, to the guy who owes him money. He goes, remember I told you that I was gonna get this guy? He's here now. He told him I wanted to avoid this, but he's fucking here. I went to this guy and I said, let's take a walk. He was shaking when he was talking to me. He was like this. I said, listen, there's two ways out of this. Come up with some money, okay? You come up with some money. Or listen, let me ask you a question. I told the guy, do you like soup? He's like, yeah, I like soup. What are you talking about? I said, because when we break your fucking jaw, you understand? You're going to have to wire your jaw back. The only thing that you're going to be able to eat is soup. Do you like soup that much to not pay my friend his money? I'll get the money. I'll get it. I don't think you like soup that much. I never said I was a gangster. I said I know gangsters. You see, there's a difference. Listen to me. I know gangsters. I know wise guys. And if I wanted to, that could have been my life. Listen to me. I don't work. I don't have a job. You understand me? I have tons of money. You know how many people want me to put money on the street? You know how many people want me to fucking do things? Listen to me. If I wanted to do it, I could. But I chose not to. I chose not to. Okay, what do you think? I don't know how the game works. What do you think? I grew up in Brooklyn. You don't think you know how much money I can make on the street? You know how much money I can make on the street? Forget about it. Okay? I just chose to not do that life. That's it. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. It's for people. Look, people I know, that's their life. That's the life they chose. You understand? They respect me. I respect them. Okay? But it wasn't for me. It's the truth, though. I'm not bullshitting any of you. I never listen to me. Listen to me. Okay, let's talk about this WTF. Let's talk about this. Okay, do you want to know who the real freaking pussies are? Listen to me. Okay, do you want to know who the real pussies are? People like you. Okay, you hide behind a made-up computer name. Listen to me. You don't face me. You don't face me. Okay. So see, you're trying to make me out to be a rat. Okay. You're trying to make me out to be a rat. But see, the thing is, if you were a real man's man, listen to me, and all of you people like Chad Clifford, like Dale, if you were a real man's man, you wouldn't do none of this. See, you're the pussies. You're the ones who have to call the DoorDash. You're the ones who have to call, to do the Craigslist ads saying I have an estate sale. You're not tough guys. Listen to me. I'm going to be at the Tropicana, okay, July 29th, 8 p.m. You understand? The last Saturday in July, July 29th. Now, if you really have a beef and you really want to meet me, come down and let's talk. Let's sit down. That's it. But you see, you're trying to make me out to be a rat when all of you guys are little free, you're little weasels. You're weasels that hide behind computer. What's people's name? Friggin' like WTF 198. He's got Suge Knight. Okay, Dale's Garage. You know my name. You know where I live. I'm not the bitch here. You're the bitch. You know what I mean? You guys make me laugh. You hide your name, you hide your address, you hide your identity, and you pull all these pranks when there's children involved. You pull all these pranks when there's a woman that has stage 4 breast cancer. You pull all these pranks with my mother who has a heart condition, okay? And then you think that you're men? You think that you're a man's man? You're a little pussy bitch, all of you. You have no balls, you have no courage, you have nothing. And let me tell you something. If you ever met me face to face, and especially if I had a couple of my fucking paisans with me, listen, none of this shit will go down. None of this shit will go down. Okay? Just believe me on that. All of this shit that you're doing, it's not going to work. Okay? Thank you. Dale, you don't really know a lot about me. Listen to me, Dale. Dale, I'm not trying to be a jerk off. You don't really know a lot about me. And, you know, you should be careful. Okay? Because, look, I understand that you want to be like, this monetized YouTuber, and I understand that you want to be successful, and I want you to be successful. Just know the limit. You understand what I'm trying to say to you, brother? Know the fine line of what not to cross. That's all. And you know what, Dale? The same rule would apply to me. Like if I would know your name, if I would know your address, I would respect your privacy. Like let me give you an example. Chad Clifford called me up one time. Chad Clifford. He called me up screaming at me. He says, I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking destroy you. With Chad Clifford couldn't destroy a fucking squirrel. Okay, let's put all that out. The guy weighs 80 pounds. I think the guy's anorexic or something. But we'll leave that for another video. But the thing is, the reason why he was saying he was gonna kill me is because on a video I said I had his address. So automatically he's thinking either I'm sending someone to his house or I'm going to his house and I'm going to either startle, scare, or possibly even hurt his family, right? Okay. So he called me up like a maniac. I'll fucking kill you. I'll do this and this. Okay, this is what Chad Clifford does. First of all, like I said, this guy could not kill a fucking slug on the floor. He could. The slug would be Chad in a fight. Um, I would never harass a child. That is not who the Apefather is. I would never do that. Never. I wouldn't send fake people over to his house. I wouldn't try to scare his family. I just that's to me, you know what that is? That's someone who's a low life. That's someone who is a fucking haza. You know what a haza is? As a pig that doesn't fly straight. I wouldn't do it. Look, if I told Chad, I said, Chad, you have a beef with me. I told, come to Barnegat, we work it out. That's what I told him. I said, Chad, there's no reason to scream over the phone. Come to Barnegat, let's meet. We got to throw hands. We throw hands. That's what I told him. I'm like, there's no reason for you to be screaming on the phone, yelling on the phone. I have no intention. This is what I told him. I have no intention of harassing your wife. I have no intention of harassing your daughter. That's not my style. That's the type of thing that Chad Clifford does. That's the type of thing that fucking Fat Boy Dale does. Okay? But Dale, can I ask you an honest question? Let me put my call back on. Hold on. Let me ask you a question, Dale. If you have all this shit against me, why wouldn't you want to meet me face to face? I mean, seriously. I told you it's not. Forget it. We're not doing that thing anymore, Dale. Dale, we're not doing that thing with the $200. Everyone who comes to the meet and greet, okay, brings their own money. So Dale, you could bring $5. They sell these fucking $2 hot dogs downstairs at the Tropicana. You can get yourself. I know you love to suck on fucking hot dogs. You understand? You could bring $5 with you. Why not come down and meet me? And again, I'm not threatening you. I'm not listening. If you come down to the meet and greet like a gentleman, you understand? We'll have a fun time. Dale, me and you will have drinks together. We'll have a good time. We'll laugh. We'll eat. We'll have a great time. Okay. But, if you come down and you're an asshole and you're trying to, in some way, I don't know, fucking insult my family, you're going to get fucking knocked out. It's that simple. And it's the same thing with Chad Clifford. It's the same thing with Chad Clifford. If Chad Clifford's going to go to my face and he says he's going to bang the fucking cancer out of my wife, I light him the fuck up. That's it. He's out. He's out. And I hope he watches this video. I will light him the fuck up. That's it. But if Chad Clifford, listen to me, but if Chad Clifford comes down like a gentleman, again, like a gentleman, and he says to me, hey, Father, come on, let's have a couple of drinks together. Let's have a fun time. I got no beef with him. I got no beef with you. I got no beef with nobody. I want to have fun. I want that night to be fun, but just don't fuck with my family. You understand? Chad Clifford said a lot of fucked up things about my wife. He said he wants to bang the cancer. Who speaks that way about a woman who has stage 4 breast cancer? Do you think that's right? No, but Brendan, let me ask you a question. Are you aware that my wife has stage 4 breast cancer? I don't know if you know this. She worked during 9/11. She worked when the World Trade Center collapsed. Listen to me, okay? And my wife is the mother of my two beautiful children. I love her with all of my heart and soul. For some reason, people like Dale and people like Chad Clifford, they find it to be humorous to constantly make fun of my wife. Either that her cancer is fake, or like I said, Chad Clifford said he wants to bang the cancer out of her. You see, look, all I'm saying is this: say this shit to my face. Say it to my face. See, it's a very very big difference when you say something like this to my face than when you say it over a computer. It's a very very big difference. Very very big difference. And you want to know what? I may not even have to hit you. A buddy of mine might fucking lay you the fuck. Because I'm gonna have a couple of my friends, a couple of my paisans from Brooklyn. They they might like I'll tell you. Let me tell you a funny story about my buddy Joe, one of the guys that's gonna come. Okay, when we were in high school, right? There was this friggin' black guy, and I'm not prejudiced or anything. My mother was a school aide. My mother worked in high school, and this black guy, for some reason, didn't like my mother. Starts throwing milk at my mother, crazy shit, right? Starts throwing food at her. So my first reaction is I'm about to jump over the table to friggin' get this guy. My friend John puts his hand on my chest, pushes me friggin' back, and fucking beats the shit out of this guy. And I was actually a little mad at him because I'm like, John, I could take care of my own business. He goes, so that was on me. He says, he goes, I love your mother, Rich. Okay, you don't get involved. Okay, so but the thing is this: you understand, like these people who got beat up, they deserved it. They deserved it. This guy was throwing milk at my mother. He was throwing food at my mother. Okay, it's the same thing with Chad Clifford. He says he wants to bang the cancer out of my wife. He says all this shit. He talks all this garbage. He said I put my mother in a hospice community. So this is the thing. If Chad Clifford came down to this meet and greet, and he was look, I'm gonna tell you the truth, and he was a gentleman, like he's like, come on, Rich, put all the differences aside. Come on, man, let's have fun tonight. We're gonna have a great night. We're gonna have a lot of fun. And it's the same thing with Dale. Dale, you come down, we'll have drinks together, we'll have shots together, we'll eat, we'll have a great time. Brother, I have no beef with you. I have no beef with Jack Clifford. But I just ask you, out of just being a friggin' normal human being, don't insult my family. Stop it. No, there's no reason for you to mention Jen. There's no reason for you to mention my children. There's no reason for you to mention my mother. And it's the same thing with Jack Clifford. That's all I'm saying. Is that wrong? What's up, Clyde? How you doing? What's up? What's up, Nan? I'm totally fine. It's like I said, I don't want there to be fighting at the meet and greet. I want the meet and greet to be fun. I don't want there to be fighting. I'm just saying, okay, let me say this again because I don't think that you're a little stunad. You don't understand. Listen to me. Let's say Chad Clifford and let's say Dale comes in a meet and greet. Now I'm going to give you scenario A and scenario B. Okay, here's scenario A. Dale comes and he wants to have a fun time. He's like, Richie, I got to tell you something. I break your balls, you break my balls. You know it's all for fucking entertainment. I say, I got you, Dale. He goes, Richie, tonight let's put all that aside. Come on, let's drink some friggin' Jameson. You understand? So me and Dale are gonna go to the bar. We're gonna do a couple of shots of Jameson. We have a fun time. That's it. We'll probably be the best of friends. And it's the same thing with Chad Clifford. That's it. That's what I want. You want to know all I want is I want us to have fun. I want whatever hate you have for me or whatever it is, put it aside for one night. Put it aside for one night. Come down to the meet and greet and let's have fun. That's what I'm saying. Let's have fun. But sometimes I don't know if that guy Chad Clifford, if he can have fun. He seems like a psychopathic, deranged fucking lunatic. He really does. So I don't know if it's in his fucking mindset to have fun. He seems like a big fucking troublemaker to me. So if he comes down and decides to talk shit, he's going to get his fucking face opened up. That's the bottom line. That's it. If this motherfucker thinks that he will come face to face with me and say he's gonna bang the cancer out of my wife, it's all over for him. It's fucking all over. He better make sure that I don't have a Heineken next to me, because I'll crack it over his fucking head. You understand me? He better make sure that when he's saying these words to me, that there isn't a Heineken in my hand. Okay? That's all I'm saying. But if Chad Clifford comes down and he's a normal person and he's like, Rich, let's have drinks, let's put aside whatever beef we have and let's have a fun time. Let's have a fun time. I swear to you on God, I don't want to fight. I want to have fun. I want to drink. Me and Chad Clifford, we could do shots. We could drink. We'll sit down. We'll have a good dinner. And that's it. I don't want to fight with nobody. But you have to try to understand, these people insult my wife. They insult my children. They insult my mother. The only question is, will they have the balls to do that face to face? I don't know. I guess to be continued. When's the last time I threw a punch? You don't know much about me, WTF, and it's best you don't know, okay? Oh my God, if this guy only knew the things I was involved with. Bro, I sat down with the top hammers of families, okay? You think I'm intimidated by you? Bro, you think I'm intimidated by you? I sat down with the top hammers of families, okay? I'm not planning a violent night. I'm not planning. You're not listening to me. None of you people are listening to me. You're not listening to me. I'm saying to you that if everybody comes down with the intention of having fun, with the intention of having a good time, that's what we're going to have. You understand? Like, in other words, you have to ask yourself a question. What is the intention of you coming to this meet and greet? Is the intention of you coming to this meet and greet so we could drink, so we could party, so we could fucking go to a strip club, so we could eat like fucking kings and queens? What is the intention? What is the motivation of you coming to this meet and greet? You understand? Or is the motivation for you to come to this meet and greet for you to come directly in my face and tell me that my wife is going to die of cancer and my daughter's going to get banged by Tyrone and I'm just, whatever, all these horrible things that you people have been saying to me. Okay, and my mother is gonna be in a hospice community, and I'm robbing money from my kids, and I'm robbing money from my. Listen, if your intention is to come to this meet and greet and say all this shit, I'm gonna give you all a very, very fair warning. Stay home. Okay, stay home. Don't come. Don't come. Just that's it. It's not worth it for you. Don't come to the meet and greet. But if you're going to come to the meet and greet because you want to actually have fun, you want to have a good time, and you're not going to talk shit about my children, and you're not going to talk shit about my wife, and you're not going to talk shit about my mother, then let's have a fucking fun time. Wouldn't you rather all just have fun? Like, why can't we all just come together and have drinks and have food and have entertainment? Why do you have to be scumbags all your life? Like, do you have to be scumbags every single day of your life where you insult my family every single day? Like, can't you take a break, Dale? Dale, can't you take a break for one night? Can't you just take a break for one night, come down and have fun? Well, listen, the regulator, look, how could I say this to you, brother? I'm bringing a couple of my paisans down, okay? I'm bringing a couple of my paisans down. If people want to go that road, it's fine with me. That's all I got to tell you. If people want to go the road where they want to fuck with my family, they want to fuck with me, they want to cause problems, then they face the consequence. I have a feeling between me and you that none of this is going to happen. Like, I have a feeling that people are actually going to come down because they want to have fun. I really feel that way. I feel that I I feel. Let's just put it this way: will there be one bad fucking apple? Will there be two bad apples? Absolutely. But that's why I have a few on my paisans there. You understand? I'm coming prepared. You understand? I'm coming prepared. Look, I think the majority of people I think the majority of people who are going to come to this thing are going to come to because they want to have fun. They're going to want to drink. They're going to want to eat. They're going to want to party. Yeah, but you might have one or two friggin' derelicts, and then we got to. You ever see the movie Casino where they take them in the back room and they pull out the saw? That's it. We got to do what we got to do with the few derelicts. The few derelicts, we got to do what we got to do with them. But other than that, I think the majority of people are going to want to have fun. I just want can I be clear because I know that you're going to probably send this to YouTube and you're going to send this to the authorities. Let me be perfectly crystal clear. I do not want any trouble because I know you're going to send this to like cops and all this shit. Listen, I don't want any trouble. I want to go down to this thing. I want to have fun. I want to have food. I want to have entertainment. I want all of us to enjoy ourselves. But what could I do if someone's going to come in my face and either verbally or physically attack me? Do you understand? See, now that's got to be on that person. That's it. That's got to be on that person. I'm not the one looking to start the fucking first blood. I'm not the one looking to start the trouble. Like I said, I'm going down there with the best of intentions. I'm going down there to have fun. But can I control it if somebody comes and slaps me in my face or shoves me or hits me over the head or does? How can I control something like that? You understand? So if you got one or two bad apples, it is what it is. When am I going to man up and box Dale? Uh, Dale, do you want to box me? Everybody's talking. Dale is here right now. Dale, do you want to box me? Do you think it's worth it? Do you think that we'll get a lot of views? For you, it would be worth it, Dale. For me, I don't think it would be worth it. You simply don't have a big enough audience. I would love to box Lou. I would, Dale, if you want to box for fun, I'll box you. Iconic Gamma. If I get smacked that night, the person who smacks me, okay, is going to end up in an extremely bad position. You understand? If someone smacks me, let's just say that person is going to end up in a very, very bad position. John Nito is texting me. Dale, if you ever wanted to box for fun, I'll box you, brother. Seriously, I'll box you. I mean, listen, to me, it's fun. You know what I mean? Okay. We could put on the gloves if you want headgear. If you don't want the headgear, we could do it without the headgear. I'll throw hands with you. You want to have fun? We'll do it. Vera, I'll box you. Listen, you know who I really want to box is Vera. I'll box you too, WTF. You got high blood pressure. You'll probably have a friggin' a diabetic fucking stroke. You'll probably have a by the time you're done with the first round with me, you'll probably have a diabetic coma. You'll probably faint on the floor. Vera, I will 100%. Vera, you have no idea how strong I am. Vera, I will knock you out LL Cool J style. When? Come down to the meet and greet. Here it is. You want to know when? July 29th. Listen to me. I will be at the Tropicana Hotel Casino. You understand? It will be 8 p.m. the last Saturday in July. You come, but just understand something, brother. Understand something. It may not turn out well for you. So, just what I would do you have life insurance? You might want to up the life insurance before the meeting. you might want to up the policy. See, you know what it is with all of you people? Listen to me. You know what you have? You have a bunch of people that continuously talk shit. This is what they do. I am giving you a time and an address. Listen to me, Vera. I am giving you a time and an address. And it's like you're still talking shit. Listen, stop talking shit and just show up. That's it. Listen to me. July 29th, 8 p.m., I am meeting you, a couple of my paisans. I'm meeting everybody at the Tropicana Hotel Casino. We'll be in front of Carmine's at 8 p.m. You get to show up, and we'll take it from there. Okay? That's it. Now, again, I want to repeat to all of you, I don't want none of this. Listen to me. I don't want none of this. I want to be very crystal clear. I want to just have fun. You understand? I don't want to fight nobody. I don't want to fight Vera. I don't want to fight Dale. I don't want to fight Chad Clifford. I don't want none of that. I just want to have fun. I want to drink. I want to eat. I want to party. But now here's the situation. Let's say Vera comes there for whatever the reason. He comes up to me, into my face, shoves me, slaps me. Well, now it's all over for him. That, you understand? That's it. He's finished. That's it. You know what I mean? He's done. Okay? But that's the thing. Do I want that to happen? Of course not. I don't want that to happen. I want to have fun. I want to drink. I want to party. Like, see, I won't be the one to step to Vera. Let's say Vera came, listen to me. Let's say Vera came to the Carmine's July 29th, 8 p.m. You want to know what I would do when I see Vera? I would put my hand out to shake his hand. I would put my hand out to shake his hand. I would say, Vera, let's go do a shot. I thought, what do you like to drink? Jameson? What do you like to drink? Wild turkey? That's what I would do. But now if Vera wants to friggin' be a tough guy, and he wants to fucking shove me, he wants to insult my family, he wants to fucking hit me over the head, is it my fault now? Is it my fault if I have to friggin' lay this guy out? I don't want to do that. But if any of you put me in that, I guess what I'm saying to you is this. If any of you put me in that position, then that's it. That's all. So why can't we, here's the compromise. Let's have fun. Isn't that more fun? Isn't it more fun rather for us to fucking beat each other up, whatever we're going to do to each other, put each other in ICU? Isn't it better to just have a fun night? Vera, I'm gonna say this to you again. Vera, you don't seem to understand. Listen to me. You don't seem to understand. I don't want to fight you. Okay? I'm inviting you to come to the meet and greet. Now, if you come to the meet and greet and you're a gentleman and we go to the bar and we have fun and we eat, me and you are going to be the best of friends. We're going to have a wonderful night. Everything is going to go great. But if you start acting like a fucking Mama Luke and you try to hit me or you spit in my face or you cause any trouble, it's not going to be a good situation. Okay, that's it. So you decide what you want to do, Veer. Veer, either way, listen to me. I invite you July 29th, 8 p.m. to meet me at Carmine's at the Tropicana. You decide if you want to show up there being a friend or you decide if you want to show up there being a tough guy. It is completely up to you. Okay, brother? I leave that up to you. Apefather, help us. I'm down 80% of AMC. I told you all what to do, bro. I told you all what to do. I said that we needed to buy AMC. I came up with this idea. None of you listened to me. I told all of you, now we got, what is it, 9 more days? It's 9 more days before the official, 1 for 10 reverse stock split vote. If it's, if it's done, if it's going through, if it's finished now. Listen to me. I told all of you what to do. We needed to form an entity. I told you this. We would have went to a securities firm, a securities lawyer. We needed to transfer our shares from whatever platform you were in. This was all going to be regulated with the SEC. This was all going to be regulated through a securities firm. We needed to transfer our shares into this equity, not equity, entity, into this entity. The entity then would have went onto the open market and they would have purchased all the shares. And now let's assume that this entity controlled over 50% of AMC. We would have assigned one person, you understand? Like the entity could have assigned me. I would have went down and I would have voted no. I would have said all 50%, over 50% of AMC stockholders vote no for the 1 for 10 reverse stock split, for the APE conversion into AMC. And another thing I would have voted for is I want to put a motion on the table. I want to put a motion on the table to reduce Adam Aaron's compensation to like $2 million a year. Okay, I want to take about $21 million off the table. Okay, we are struggling. AMC is struggling, and this Mama Luke CEO has no business making $23 million a year. Honestly, I don't even think he has. Even $2 million, I think, is too much for him. I think maybe like $300,000 a year sounds good to me. $300,000 a year. That's it. That's it. No stock, no bonus. That's it. A flat rate, flat salary, $300,000 a year. Okay, that's what I would have said. I don't want to beat anybody up, Martin. Are you listening to me? I want to have fun. I want to have a fun effing time. I want to have a fun time. But Martin, what could I do if somebody steps to me? If somebody steps to me, if somebody is trying to cause trouble, then I got to deal with it. That's it. It's got to be taken care of. And it's probably going to be taken care of not just by me, but by a few people. It's going to be taken care of, okay? But I don't want that. I don't want that, Martin. I want to have fun. I don't know how many more times that I want to have a good time. I don't want to fight with nobody. I want everybody to come down. I want to drink. I want to eat. I want to party. Yeah, but what you don't understand, iconic game, because you're a fucking idiot, is I told you that there's a very, very good opportunity. We're not eating at Carmine's. I already told you all of this. I just said we're meeting there. Okay, and I could even and guess what? I could even change the place we meet if you do that. I'll meet somewhere else. We can meet at a different casino. Listen, iconic gambler, iconic gamer. I am a very, very intelligent person. You understand me? Listen to me. You are beneath me in intelligence. You are beneath me. There is nothing you could ever do to hurt me. I am too smart. I am 10 steps ahead of you, and you are 100 steps behind me. I'm not scared, regulator. I'm not scared of nobody. You understand me? I'm not scared. That's exactly right. Okay, this guy Clyde said it the best. All a father wants to do is drink some good booze, eat some good food. It sounds like a great plan to me. That's all I want to do. That's it. That's all I want to do. I don't want to fight with nobody. I want to go down. I want to eat. I want to party. I want to drink. I want to get drunk. I want to fucking go maybe to a strip club. I want to have fun. I want us all to get lap dances. I want women to shake their boobs in our face. Now, my wife doesn't care about any of that, just so that you know. My wife understands that lap dances are for entertainment purposes only. We've had this conversation before. Many times I told my wife I went to strip clubs. So I know all these people who are going to make videos on this. Jen, do you know your husband said he wants to go to a strip club? I actually paid for my wife to go to a male strip club with her friends. I told my wife like this: I have no problem a guy shaking his balls in your face, his schlong in your face, and his ass in his face. I got no problem with that. What I have a problem with, if you touch his schlong. If you touch his schlong, if his schlong goes into your mouth, if his schlong goes into certain parts of your body, I think you could all figure out what I'm talking about. Then I gotta knock the living friggin' shit out of you. Okay? But if a guy is just dancing for you, it's entertainment. Listen to me, it's entertainment. It's like we went to a Broadway show one time called Hair, and everybody got naked, they were dancing. It's entertainment. It's entertainment. As long as there's no penetration, as long as nobody's getting sucked off, it's entertainment. But the regulator, this is the thing you don't understand. Listen to me. I'm not afraid of nobody. This is the thing you have to try to understand. I am not afraid of people. I would have a couple of paisans who got my back. I'm not afraid of anybody. I don't think the regulator, it's like he just can't comprehend this. So even if somebody comes down and they hate me and they're looking to do harm to me, they're going to have to also realize that harm could be afflicted to them. Okay. So this is not just a one-way street, the regulator. You understand? It's not a one-way street. I will have people there. I will be there. You know what I mean? And there's going to be, let's just say, protection, if you understand what I mean. And if people try to do things, they have to be willing to face the consequences. They have to be willing to face the consequences. That's it. I'm not afraid because I have friends. Listen to me. I take care of business myself. But you know what? What's wrong with friends having your back? What's okay? In other words, I'll take care of business myself. But let's say there's 10 people that are fucking coming at me. You're saying to me I shouldn't have a couple of guys? I should have a couple of guys looking over my shoulder? Look, I gotta get going here because my wife's looking out the window. Let me end the conversation by saying this. Okay? I don't want any trouble. Okay? I don't want to fight anybody. I just want to have fun. That's it. That's it. Okay? Am I being clear? Am I being crystal clear here? I don't want to fight Vera. I don't want to fight Chad Clifford. I don't want to fight Dale. I don't want to fight any of my haters. I don't want to fight nobody. I want all of you to come down. I want us to drink. I want us to party. I want us to eat and maybe even get some entertainment afterwards. That's all that I want to occur. But I cannot control psychopathic effing people who want to cause trouble. So if you want to cause trouble, that is your prerogative. I'm telling you right now that I will not draw first blood. I will not draw first blood. I am not looking to cause any trouble. I will be completely respectful to all of you, and I will be a complete gentleman to all of you. I will not talk disrespectful. I will not act disrespectful. I will be a complete, utter gentleman because all I want to do is have fun. That's it. I want to drink, eat, and party. That's it. But I can't control what you do. I can't control what you do. Is that fair enough? This live stream is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I am an entertainer. V for victory. God bless.